Man, it says I'm lying. I don't feel alive after the fucking hell these son of bitches have been doing. I don't have any relief. I don't get a goddamn thing except the shit on by these cocksuckers. When I see Blackwater International is behind a lot of it, murder for hire, they'll come into your town and clean up your town. If somebody's too old, if somebody's marginally on the outskirts of social acceptability, they'll take care of them for you. They'll shorten their lifespan. They got the math to back it up. They've got the people to back it up. And goddamn, do they make money? Basically, they have free reign to murder people at will, to medically experiment on them, to harass them, to vilify them, to lie about them, to pretty much do anything they fucking want with them. And that's some bullshit, fuck shit. Unless this is not America anymore. It's the 21st century. Even though they've returned Roe versus Wade, some say it's still the significance of what it represents, not so much the legality of it. That's kind of right wing crap we've been seeing going on, where the narcissistic people who are way smarter than you say that you don't need this, you need this. We'll tell you what you need because we're smarter. We know what you need, so we're going to give you what you need. One of the things that quit people and to quit harassing people and to quit with their mealy mouthed, speak out of the side of their face bullshit because they're using CIA tactics, they're using spy tactics, and they have spin doctors for everything they do. They're notorious for going into Iraq and Afghanistan, and when they come into an area, they just mow down everybody that's there. They don't care. Hey, they're independent contractors, i.e., mercenaries. Mercenaries operating in a foreign country. But boy, when the war zones dried up, they wanted to bring it home. We know how to make money here in the U.S. So they set out on other people to use various weapons, tactics, lie tactics. Oh, you don't have to totally lie for it to be a lie. All you gotta do is put a spin on that fucking story to where somebody believes it might be true. Well, wouldn't you be afraid if he was approaching your kids? That type of stuff. Yeah, I don't want him doing that. Well, you need to do this. One thing that's happening real big here in Port Charlotte, Florida, in goddamn latitude 27 north, the same latitude as beautiful Tripoli, Libya. One thing is there's bribes, rampant bribes. Also, the bribes, they're not just slinging money, they're slinging. First, they approach, of course, who's the people with the most money who want to keep the money? Oh, think about that. It's not the tree huggers. It's the freaking people who made the money. And by God, we worked hard for it, so we must be the smartest. And why shouldn't I say who rides on my road? Because by God, I paid most of the taxes with my gas money. See, bicyclists aren't paying any taxes. And that's the mentality that's totally, totally being rammed down people's throats. If you don't fucking believe me, just keep your ears and eyes open. They use poison gases. They use poisonous particles. They're not above energy weapons, i.e., radio frequency, microwave guns, which make your bones hurt and make it so you hurt really bad to where you can't walk and might have to use a cane or a walker when just fairly recently that wasn't the case. And since they own the big money, they own the doctors, the pretty much the law enforcement. I wouldn't say. I don't think that this being America that anybody can own anything outright. You're always going to have people who, even though they may not be able to directly intervene because their lives may be in danger, or they're told to shut up or they're fired or better go with the flow or something. It's always people people in the background. I found that out. Once, well, I kind of knew it. There's corruption and stuff in almost everything. There's corruption in almost everything. But I had an incident where these people were kind of harassing me, and I was really upset, and they really expected me to, I guess, start an altercation or something. I didn't, and I just let it wash over me and not affect me too much. And next day, there were people saying that they wish they could do something. They were sorry they couldn't help me, and I said, well, shoot, you don't have to worry about it. I just know there's people out there that know what's going on, that kind of can bear witness. That kind of helps keep things, helps keep them in check. So there's people out there that don't, as far as can't really just jump right out like Superman or anything. Maybe they're hurt, or maybe they got family, kids. I've seen this community in the United States and all. I can't imagine this I can't imagine what's going on. It's like imagine it's going on forever. And someday people that are good people. Hopefully the U.S. can be not so acceptable to murder, torture. Pretty much blatant fucking lies, and the ends justify the means, which I've never believed that. So the ends do not justify the means, and that's the typical tactic used by a lot of intelligence services, including naval intelligence and law enforcement. Law enforcement isn't bound by a lot of conventions that military is, and also they're influenced by the local populace, by money and influence. And when the people from there, people have ties to the community. There's a big difference than when a bunch of outsiders are brought in and infiltrated into that area. The attitudes are different. These two things are totally different. They see a lot of times, like what I see, they see the people here, people who live in the military, their whole lives. And everybody goes through a rough spot once in a while. Instead of wanting to help them, they want to eliminate them. They want to shorten the lifespan because they're a drag on the economy. They're cheating the government. They're cheating the taxpayers who pay the most taxes on what their hard work is on. Well, almost every one of those people who want to hold on to their money so bad because no one should be messing up their money. Almost all of them have dead major tax evaders that pale in comparison to some poor person getting a measly little bit of money for a while from the government. And the grass is shorten someone's life when they could be doing constructive things is criminal. It's criminal and it's immoral. And when it's backed up by local institutions, by the you walk into a hospital and you're not getting the treatment you need, you can't understand why. That's because they've been bought and paid for. They have criteria that fucking assess you as a number. Well, if we could kill him in 3 years, we'll save the government this much money. And this is how they make their fucking money. It's only one way. They get free rights to anything this person owns or legal rights to them. There was a thing back in the 80s or 90s about how a convenience store was the, the employees that were hired, they would, they, they would have that life insurance plan on. Then the people didn't know this shit, so somebody would die. And well, how come this store got $200,000 and we didn't get a penny? Well, because the store is the one that had the life insurance policy on your fucking kid, not you. And there was a big scandal about that. And that could probably be happening. Also, you reap any rewards their friends and their company. Now, I said I said Blackwater because Blackwater's limited, but they probably changed the name. And it took me a long time to come to some of the shows. Navy Intelligence, a lot of Navy you'll see because Navy Intelligence, unlike say generally, I say Navy Intelligence here in the U.S. is probably the all-encompassing carpet the globe all the time. They got people out there in every country. Wow, they got to run with special force types, commandos operating clandestinely. And the thing is, when the Navy started to drive, they still wanted to make money. They saw how easy it was to get overseas and killing people and taking their stuff. And they brought that home and they crunched the numbers and they pitched it to people with money and they got them to buy into it. There's a lot of bribes going on. Got big money in every county and every town and whatever in the U.S. There's car dealerships, and car dealerships can get cars and work on them. And car dealerships can bribe people. You sign right here, and these cars have things built into them. Boy, it sure is nice to get a Cadillac when you're old retired guy. You can never afford a nice car like that. You just really pay for your gas. You know, just drive around here once in a while. And if people goes off and there's a bad guy around, you just listen to what they tell you. And they have saying if you have state that's in line, or we'll put a slap for that metal building on the lot next to you. If you'll sign here. Okay. A lot of roofing here in Florida. Lots of roofing, more roofing than I've ever seen in my freaking life. Everybody's getting this huge electrical electricians, a lot of electricians, a lot of electricians. People get electrical work done. Oh, what the heck does that cost? Cable, plumbing, and they're all intertwined. They're all a lot of new companies, especially here. Well, it's starting to grow again a little bit. Now they're saying there might be a bust, but who knows? I went through probably the worst depression that we've seen since the Great Depression. I hung in there until these guys got their hooks in me. Saw me more as a medical experiment, more like a running man experiment. My mom's no longer with me. People have no sense of people. They're psychopaths, they're narcissists, they're sadistic. They hurt people and don't care. They see people as objects, as a way to get what they want. Their arthritis is real bad. It's not helped by the fact that I'm constantly inundated with radiation, and sometimes you can feel it. And when it comes from a car or vehicle, sometimes you feel it, and they'll send packs of cars down the road. Sometimes you feel your skin burn. Sometimes you can feel your bones hurt. They can make your internal organs hurt. And all you're just getting old. And they use catchphrases and that rhetoric until when certain catchphrases are used. They kind of know that I know more than the average Joe, but I still don't know enough. I don't know how to get them off my ass. That's what I'm looking for. I think I've pissed them off. You know, I didn't used to feel old. I used to look this old until these spin doctor motherfuckers decided to play spin wheel. They're so used to getting away with abject murder, torture, harassment, lies, straight up lies, straight up lies. They have unlimited resources, but they also act like this bonus program where you've done this to this person, we're going to reward you with it. When they get the kids in it, it's almost like everybody's. I've seen a lot of parallels to Nazism, to despotic communist regimes. And a lot of it came from the brutality of the Middle East, where we were mired in that crap so long that they just became callous and indifferent to people in general, and started really treating people like animals. Like they don't care about you, and just care about you. It's just the rich people in general. When I said rich, I mean affluent type, part of the crowd, part of the crowd. If you're not, look at Joe Biden. Well, President Joe Biden, they absolutely can't stand him. I don't think he's that bad in every president that we've had. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt because they've got so much behind the scenes stuff they have to do. We don't even ever know about it. It's kind of give him the benefit of the doubt, you know. There's things we don't know about with these guys, especially ties to the intelligence community on a global level. maybe it's global. We have to be. Yeah. But they've gone on seeing all invasive. I haven't had any privacy at all since this began 3 years ago with the house party. I thought I thought we moved back into the house. Things might be better, but they're actually way worse. They embedded in the very structure of the house. They in the 1980s in Russia, when Ronald Reagan was president, built a new embassy in the Soviet Union, and there was so many blatant, so many prolific spy devices hidden in even the concrete. You know that we never used it. I think we tore it down and built it from scratch because you couldn't. They just had it just incredibly sewed up with spy devices. The Soviets did. Well, the Soviet Union. Oh well, where did all their intelligence turned mercenary independent contractors? Oh, independent contractors. And so you got all these guys out there that are spy kid wannabes that know how to spy on people, how to dig the dirt on people, and how to justify their crimes against these people, because these people are bad. So why shouldn't we steal from them? Why shouldn't we rape them? Why shouldn't we torture them, harass them, molest them when they're sleeping? Why shouldn't we gas them so that we can walk into their house when they're knocked out cold? And if for some reason they're doing something illegal, especially with a certain type of drug, well, then it gives license to openly carry out crimes against these people. Because that drug is so bad that they make crimes against them in the name of their criminals. So let's do it. Um, I still never found out who stole my DD 214 discharge papers. I don't know if somebody's out there getting benefits in my name. Probably. Wouldn't doubt it. I didn't have one single person offer to help me find out anything. It just cleared up. I can't get lawyers. I can't find out. My mom died. I don't know where anything, the will of the house is or anything. Um, Everything seemed to be swept under the rug. I lost my phone. Well, I didn't lose it. I messed it up. Toward the screen was messed up. I ordered a new phone. It was properly stolen. Um, I ordered another phone. It was supposed to be here sometime this week or last week, and mysteriously, it's not here. So I haven't been able to talk to anybody on my own phone for 2 months, and I don't get any help on this. I don't want to let the help. I don't want to let I never got any help since the house burned. Not me personally. Mom did. Thank God she had good insurance. Otherwise, they'd have rolled in her right away. But when most of the harassment, most of the harassment will harm you immediately. But way back, way back in 2020, this is 22. It was 2020. In 2019, I was starting to freak out. I was like, who could be doing this? They're using CIA tactics. It can't be the U.S. government. It can't be. But it could be rogue governments within. It could be people with their own agenda. The hidden shadow behind the shadows. Oh, they're right in your face. And sometimes you'll meet somebody and they'll give you information. Um, like if you're hearing strange noises or something, you can't figure it out. And you're really freaking out, and they'll say, well, that could be, and do you have the voice to skull technology I've heard? I'm not. I know sometimes I hear people talking that there's nobody in the house. I hear somebody, it sounds like a regular, but they're talking, and sometimes it's relevant to me. How do I hear that? No, it could be the resonance of the fan or the air conditioner or something. And it could be, but they also have access to technology we've never seen before. At least me. I was just a soldier. I was never anything great. We used our night vision. We used night vision, but sparingly. We were very sparingly. Because, number one, we're pretty good. We worked at night a lot. Being a scout. And I thought maybe it was because you see special force ops, they got on the night vision goggles. We have those, but what we do is we come up with a tree line, have one guy put the goggles on, he look around and see, because he usually got some night vision. And after that, he was blind, and you had to put him back in the line so he wouldn't. So, it takes about an hour to get decent night vision. So he was useless as far as sight went for a while. He could tell you what was out there. Okay, over there's this, there's the starlight stuff does work. Now, infrared's incredibly better, but that's also a different format. Night vision goggles just amplify the available light. Um, and sometimes you'll see something, but you'll be like, do I see something? And you probably did. And a lot of times, they're not there to harm you. Sometimes they are. They do have what they call no touch kill. Some of the things, the poisons and gases and stuff they use after a amount of time will cause you to have a heart attack or something. They're not above using they're not above using nuclear, biological, or chemical weapons, which is really when I started encountering that. Sometimes my skin burns, my head hurts. Sometimes I fall asleep. I wake up and I feel like I've been doing drugs when I haven't been doing any drugs. I know coffee helps. Coffee helps. I don't drink gallons of it, but it seems to be, and it does also help your internal organs if it's poison. I know that scary as hell, but mainly because they're in public. A lot of times they don't want to be over themselves. A lot of times they go out and work night, every night. And that's when people aren't working. Then you got the people that are working. Oh, they'll help you co-sign that new car, but you gotta go out there and do militia training at certain times. I see them doing it. That's somebody like me goes around, they're allowed to do all kinds of shit to you. And I don't drive night. I always have. So, it's everywhere. And the reason I bought this new bicycle, one of the reasons I bought this one was because I got it and it was clean. I knew it was clean. Got it around the box and put it together. Well, not just had mounted things for it. I knew it was clean. Sometimes I'll be riding down the road and I can hear a beacon sound, and people know exactly where I'm at. And well, it's not my phone, but I'm not working phone anyway. And somehow on my bike somewhere, you know, I don't know what they have a tracking device. Tracking and me because they are so pissed at me. I'm pissed at them. Because they're pissed at me. They can afford. They've got volunteers lined up for manpower to fuck me in any way possible. They sent all kinds of thieves, saboteurs. By saboteurs, I mean fucking shit up. And they can't steal no fuck shit up. Oh, they'll be your fucking friend. Until they totally shit on you. And in the last 3 years since this house burned down in 2019, I have met maybe 3 people that I trust. And I trust them because I trust them as far as I can. The thing is, they can be got to too. They can be told lies. They can be told twisted truths. To work some lies. They can be bribed, especially the dope. Things be brought so easy. Because dope is easy to come by. To a poor person, an addict, or they'll post you, I'll say this, or I'll do this, or I'll do this. And they've got you coming and going. You don't have much recourse. You don't have these fucking shred. What do you say? They have no surveillance. So, God damn it, they know when you go to the bathroom. So, you know, these people are doing paranoid shit. Maybe you should. I know that some people have figured out somehow how to lie to them. I don't think they lie to them forever. I don't think they lie to God. These people are totally incredibly not friends. I'll be coming back and hopefully in the next whatsoever for that one. Over the years, I haven't had any help whatsoever. You know, I originally wanted to do this to it'd be nice to have a little working show or something like make things, even, all kinds of stuff. But right now, if I can help anybody, as far as like, I have a saw that I bought, my Makita saw that I had for years, um, got stolen after the fire, and, and when I went to get a new saw, I used my own money. I say my own, but it's the government's money. Well, anyway, I used my money to buy a new saw, and well, you got to compromise. I had to have a saw that I like that I can use very well to do a lot of things. The one thing I'm an artist with is the saw and wood, and artistry, just simple construction sometimes. And so I bought my saw in the past. We've been here a year and a half almost. We moved back in about a year and a half ago, and I haven't been able to use my saw hardly at all due to harassment, due to physical assaults, due to any number. I can't even work in the yard like I used to. I can't go out in my mom's yard and work in the yard. I can't get lumber and set up and make cuts and build things like I should, because that's how bad the harassment has been. And it's ongoing, and they don't let up. And then also gaslighting. Well, he's just lazy. He just wants to sit around and do drugs all the time. Or he doesn't want to fucking do shit. He's just a lazy, soaking up the government's money. Bullshit. The cocksuckers that are making the most money, that are evading the taxes the most, their fucking crimes, their thievery, fucking the goddamn government. It's 18 times worse than a poor fuck being harassed by these son of a bitches. Yeah, there's $20,000 in my pocket, and I just didn't tell Uncle Sam. My house is all paid off. I'm a success. Okay. If I could stand up and walk, if I could even stand up and walk like I did when the house goddamn burned down, I'd have a fucking job doing something. These motherfuckers, I hurt so bad, I can't even stand up without these goddamn cane. And I do blame them. But anyway, I've been trapped in this house for so long. And this house is a bracketed target right in the crosshairs. So, I've been fucked royal. Oh, still get fucked royal. I know that I broke down on a busy road a couple of times, and not one son of a bitch stopped to offer to help or anything. Now, that says a lot. So I say in Memphis County, Charlotte County, Florida, this is the fucking asshole in Florida. Goddamn fucking. I don't like being here. I don't want to be here. Goddamn this motherfucking shit. After all these years, working for cocksuckers like you. Still getting harassed by cocksuckers like you. Son of a bitches. When I say cocksuckers like you, I mean the fucking up here. Narcissistic fucking cocksucking ways. Something like 50 fucking black over 50. You know, I can't say a little bit because I goddamn right say fuck you. You're the two goddamn international. You're the two fucking allies of the goddamn enemies of the U.S. Fucking using spy tactics for us, but you goddamn military tactics on civilians. Well, that's military tactics on civilians. Yeah, that's what they fucking do. Military tactics on innocent fucking people. Yeah, no one's innocent of everything. Except for me, one baby. What? Yeah, black water bastards. Black water butt fucking bitches. You know, goddamn son of bitches. Bitches, goddamn son of bitches. Goddamn son of bitches. Get on the house. Goddamn motherfucker. Yeah, I don't say they killed my mom. I say they directed toward assault. The cocksucking bullshit. So yeah, I'm not gonna take it. And goddamn, they lie. They fucking goddamn steal and chili. They want, they'll fucking take it. Fuck them. Those goddamn cunts. Those suck fucking donkey get in Afghanistan. That's what they fucking want to do. But don't goddamn bring it here to me and ram it down my motherfucking throat, you cocksucking whores. Suck a dick in Blackwater. Goddamn southern bitches. You found a way to murder people and make money. Murder Incorporated. Murder, lies, and goddamn bullshit. Now the thing is, I've been told, and I do kind of believe it, that not everybody can be bad. Well, you are callous towards people. Now, I don't get more callous towards them. The thing is, people who you might hang out with, probably in most situations, be all right with, and all of a sudden you find out that they're fucking stealing from you or ripping you off or something. I get ripped off in stores all the time when wrong change or something that's on sale. Oh no, that's not right. You find out fucking, you know, me sometimes I'm like, well, I'll go ahead and get it anyway. If I thought I was going to buy it because it was on sale, then I'll still buy it. And you'll find out that the store clerks, they'll be told lies about you, and they'll be told it's all right to steal from you. And if they do, it's like, all right, put one of them the bad guy. If he's the bad guy. Well, I've had that happen a lot. And people come up with me, want to do life for them. hold some bullshit mind, don't you? There's just enough truth in it to make it seem plausible. They play on everybody's food. You got kids, they'll play on, well, you look more than the kids. They foul language, like I cuss like a motherfucker. But guess what? I didn't just cuss like this. I cuss like this because I listen to this fucking, you know, I'm taking, I don't want to take fuck shit from people. So that's why I fucking cuss. But God damn it, that's my motherfucking point. These cocksuckers play on everybody's motherfucking shit. Me, I don't shoplift, I don't steal, I don't get drugs. I don't know how to fuck anybody. But everything I've done, every goddamn thing I've done, seems to be like when I talk about trying to be discharged from the military, I'm like, shit, the 214 for stolen fucking shit. Veterans get pissed off at me. Why do veterans get pissed off at me? Because I have my shit stolen and I've never used my benefits in fucking over 30 something years. Why the fuck is veterans be pissed off at me? Why would one of their fucking lazy asses man up and come over here and say, hey, we might be helping figure out what's going on with the veterans shit. I ain't dealt with the VA in so long. Got one of them goddamn good. All I get is harassment. That says to me, somebody stole my shit, still out there using it, and making me look bad somehow. So fuck them. And that says Blackwater, because they have naval intelligence fucking officers. And they have access to all the fucking intelligence. And they have fucking big money. So somewhere out there's got to be a veteran that's not a total dipshit who might come forward and say, hey, I understand this life. But not one of the goddamn silly bitches ever came up and said, hey, man, you're a fellow veteran. Maybe we can help you. Nope, not one goddamn motherfucker. So who's telling them lies? I'm not telling fucking lies, goddamn you. Yeah, I get harassed. When I bring up my fucking DD-214s being stolen, and somebody probably still walking around fucking my benefits up, I get motherfucking harassed. That's just fucking covering. When my mom's when my mom's silver service, which she got as a graduation present, and which is probably the nicest set of silver I've ever seen, was stolen. Not one motherfucker offered it up. Not one motherfucker gave a fuck. And that's unconscionable. And whoever did it, I know fucking people that took it. And I didn't care about it for money. I cared about it for my son and my brother, the family. And I didn't have initials on it for graduation present from college. Not one goddamn motherfucker gives a shit. Fuck you. Fuck Charlotte County. I've been shit on for so long. Fuck Charlotte County. Goddamn Charlotte County. The shit they fucking do. They're cocksucking around those cocksuckers. They're the little kids in the fucking elementary school. The teacher, he said a bad word. The motherfucking that bad word is Charlotte County. Motherfucking asshole in Florida. But I hear things are tough on them. But you know what? The best thing, well, I raised stuff. I raised stuff all kinds of holy hell. In goddamn private with my friends, with people who people who are getting harassed also. But when I'm out in public, I don't curse hardly at all. Very rarely. They still treat me like shit, which says, like I said, I haven't had a few years. Somewhere out there, I'm on the dark web as a TV show. Motherfuckers know my name. Fucking goddamn. That's fucking something fucked up. When I'm a nobody, when I'm just trying to live my fucking life, and people know me, how would they know me? So the best thing to do is, like that one song, man, just keep on smiling. Now look, I'm trying to keep it shorter these days, and I'm trying to see if I can get some help. I don't expect to get any help because I haven't had a shred of help in 3 goddamn years. I've been shit on. I've been lied to. I've been goddamn fucking blatantly lied to. So I don't expect any goddamn help. But someday, sometime, I think Americans are going to be tired of the bullshit lies that they've fucking been fed. People are going to say, hey, it's not worth the bribes you're giving me. To fucking go out and hurt and kill people. We're just doing our little bit of part. Yeah, right. Right now, if I wasn't all fucking harassed and fucked up from these assholes, I'd be able to go out and get a job and fucking work and be normal and pay my shit. These fuckers. Oh, and guess what? You piss them off, and all they got to do is fucking, they know what fucking shit is. If you do anything illegal, they're going to know about it. They do have technology we don't know about. I don't know where they get it from. I don't know where they got it from. I think sometimes some of these people that they bring around here, they don't sound like they're from Philadelphia. They're from Philadelphia, really? And yet, their speech patterns are weird, their rhetoric's weird. They don't seem to know about certain things. Kind of strange, I know that a lot of the top physicists also talk about parallel universes and shit. Maybe there's some kind of thing with that, where they have a deal. You gotta get rid of people bring people in or something. I don't know. Now that sounds crazy, doesn't it? That's because I can be crazy. I used to be. I would say homicidally crazy. I used to be crazy when people pissed me off like this. I'd fuck them up. Well, it's not my province to do that. I didn't used to be this old. Since this shit started is when I got old. I got fucking old. They have beat me and battered me and molested me and poisoned me and goddamn everything else. Now, if you have a phone, a cell phone, I wish I had one that worked. Goddamn, I can't even call my relatives. I can't call fucking shit. So anyway, if you got a cell phone, it's got a camera on, you go, and you notice that the picture's kind of washed out from, like, when you go take a picture, it looks like it's overexposed. That's due to radiation in the air. Somehow there's excessive radiation in the general area. I use apps on my phone, on my computers for radiation detection, and some of them report directly to the company, and there's a record of it. And a lot of this shit, this no touch kill shit, they have no record. Oh, there's no evidence of wrongdoing. Well, there is. And the more people that can gather that information and prove that there's actually people fucking doing bad things with things that, kind of be like, well, there's no evidence of, well, if I was to shoot a gun at somebody and hit them with a bullet or something, would there'd be evidence because of the lead, because of the powder gets on you and stuff. Um, say you had it on a drone or something and you did it. Ooh, that's even smarter. But there'd be ways to track that drone. There'd be ways to um, trace possibly the ballistics of the bullet because they do that. So eventually, I think just like they have fingerprints and just like they have the ballistics of bullets showing, well, that bullet was fired from this gun. It's got the same with pattern the barrel and all that kind of stuff. Well, they can actually do that with a fair degree of certainty. Well, the same thing's going to happen with the poisons, the the electronic crap, which is very, very, very bad. You'll notice a lot of tractor trailer rigs. Something that's got a lot of power. Big diesel motors have a lot of power and can run real slow. And turn big generators to generate lots of microwave energy or other radio frequency waves. You see the lights around you get real super bright. You can almost bet there's microwave radiation in the air. But since we're at an hour, I'm gonna forego this. I'll try to have some charts, if I can get some help with uploading stuff. May actually show you some of the things I've got to show the radiation levels that I've had to put up with, which are incredibly high sometimes, or like a baked potato. When you feel your skin burn, your actual skin, it's not exposed to the sun or anything, when you feel that burning, that's there's some kind of radiation doing that. So I always try to be nice to everybody, and how I can't help it. I got old, and as I got older, I figured I'd try to help people instead of just being a greedy, me type of guy, and that's the way I've lived my life for a few years now, quite a few years. And these people take advantage of it, and these people take almost everything that I do is good and shit on it somehow. Well, anyway, it sucks that it's like that. I actually tried to leave here a couple of times, but didn't make it. They wouldn't let me. They wanted me here in Charlotte County, somebody's meat to play with, the running man, so to speak. So if you ever feel like that, don't think you're alone. Um, I'm gonna try to be back this evening or this afternoon or maybe tomorrow, hopefully. Right now, I'm in search of a fucking telephone. Goddamn, I've never gotten. Fuck. Like I said, there's only a couple of people I trust, and they can be gotten to. Everybody can just about be gotten to. But the more information you got, the scarier it is to hang in there. And I've noticed that usually, not always, but usually if you can get yourself to sleep and rest and go to different locations during the day and stay away from one area. Like I've been kind of trapped in this house so much they've had me as a fixed target. But if you can, I notice that when I can get out, the more I'm away from here, the better I feel. So I come home and I endure their little concentrated attacks, their break-ins, their harassment, their constant bullshit. And if you're don't let people call you crazy. Well, you can let them call you crazy, but Most of the time, I found out that people calling me crazy are in on the bullshit. They know more than I do. So I know there's people out there who know a lot more than I do. And I know there's people out there who get to watch me, not on this podcast, but in real time. And they're paid to. They're bribed. A lot of fucking bribes. When did bribery? Let's make America bribe again. All right, guys. I'm out of here because I got shit to do. I'll try to be back. I hope I'll be